Today my postcard is from Twickenham, the home of rugby, the birthplace of Middlesex, and a place to come and see watery culture. The name of Twickenham is synonymous with the game of rugby, and the rugby stadium is the most famous site here. But Twickenham has been around a lot longer. In Domesday Book times, it was part of the manor of Isleworth, and it would have been the River Thames, both for transport and fishing, that would have provided the livelihood of the local inhabitants. And the medieval village centre would have been clustered close to the banks of the river. Now here's a little story that I know that you like. In 1940, you know, all the boats went to Dunkirk to rescue the British soldiers, the Allied forces, when the Germans were closing in on them. Well, all the boats that were plying the Thames were asked by a chap called Bob Tough, who was down at Teddington, just upriver a bit, to muster here at Twickenham. And here, from Twickenham, they sailed downriver, out of the mouth of the Thames, over to France, to rescue all of the soldiers. The little ferry runs over to Eel Pie Island, which was named after the pies made at the tavern. A stone set in the wall of the church marks a high tide mark from 1774. Now I'm with Mary, and Mary's going to tell me all about Alexander Pope, because we're sitting on a tomb in Twickenham, aren't we, Mary?
We are.
Yes, St Mary's
His
church. Yeah.
And Alexander Pope lived further up the road, and when he died...
Where did he live? Somewhere famous? Wasn't it Strawberry Vale or somewhere?
Nearly into Strawberry Vale, but he's got a pub on roughly on the site of his house called the Alexander Pope, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, Pope's Grotto round
That's
there.
Right,
yeah.
yes. And then when he died, he was buried here, and he's buried in the church, but we can't get in there today.
But there's a memorial there
There's
too.
There's a memorial.
Here.
In fact, there are two. There's one on the wall and one to his father, and on the floor the Americans came over and put a plate on the floor there in memory of him. So he's well represented in the area.
Now, Alexander Pope, was he a hunchback?
Well, I don't like to think so, but he had a bone illness that reduced his bone structure, and he was only about 4'9", and he was very bitter about it because nearly everybody around him was considerably taller or of average height, and he got really icy about it, and he made his nurse's life absolute hell, I think, by the way I read the books. When a plaque to her is up on the wall outside of the church. And
he used to have battles with almost everybody, didn't he?
Oh, yes. I mean, that was the pride of his life, was to have fights and scraps and verbal chit-chat with people. And he used to help at Marble Hill House with the gardens there, and he would have rows galore with everybody given half a chance. So he was a bit of a he was spiteful too with his words, very
waspish.
Yes, very.
Yeah. What's some of the words he's written that we know?
Oh, off the top of my head, I can only think of a little. Learning is a dangerous thing.
But he had lots of couplets and two-liners, didn't he?
He did. And I think you'll find, if you read a book, you'll find that you know a lot more of his writings than you bargained for. It's always a pleasant surprise to me.
Let's go and have a look at Nurse's plaque.
Yes, she deserves a pat on the back, that lady.
She does, does Nursey. Come on, Mary. Now, if you're partial to a nice cuppa, chances are Mr. Twining gave you your brew. He's buried here, and there's his house too. Oh, now, Mary, this is a little bit saucy, isn't it?
It is. And these are statues made of Carrara marble that were bought by Sir Ratan Tata and erected here. But in the 1960s, they were frowned upon in their nudity, and people put bikinis and swimming costumes and dressed them up.
Did they? But in the 1960s, it was the swinging 60s.
I know, but the people around here didn't think much on it. And then in the 1980s, they were all cleaned up for £55,000 it cost to
£55,000 to remove
the bikinis.
Mary, you are a one. Let's go and see York House.
Right, this way.
She's a scream, that Mary, isn't she? It was the Indian merchant Sir Ratan Tata who designed the magnificent Italian 8 gardens we've just seen. Oh, this is lovely, look. Now, Mary tells me there was a little lady in that shell, but she's gone off for a clean, hasn't she, dear? Yes, Mary says she's gone for a clean, which is strange, really, considering she's in a scallop shell surrounded by water all the time. You wouldn't think she'd need a clean. She must be pretty pristine already. Wait for me, Mary. Now, we've just reached a part of Twickenham that tickles Mary pink. It's the gents' toilet to York House. Why do you like it?
Because it's open, it's, well, it's a French pissoir.
That was right. I don't know to kid you, I taught her that back in the gardens at York House. She didn't say it, just said it's a funny gents' loo. We're going to take a look. Do you want to come along? Come on. We're going to go through the loo.
Yes.
Okay. Can you give us any more thoughts about this loo?
No, I don't know where it came from. I think it's French. It looks very French. It's after you.
Thank you.
Because we're not going to do this together.
There's no one in, you're all right. Yeah.
And I reckon it's one of the cleanest loos in Twickenham, considering we haven't got many left these days.
No. And it's
Yeah,
working
and it's
as well.
working. It flushes through. I've got a photograph of this in my toilet at home because I like, please adjust your dress before leaving.
Well, yes, especially if it's a men's toilet.
Yes.
Adjusting your dress. We're out the other side already. That was quick, wasn't it, Mary?
Yes.
We're straight the way through here, and we're
Lovely.
out the other side. And it was a terrible colour green, though, isn't it?
Yes, but
Olive green.
I think it's probably the appropriate colour for it. I don't know.
It probably is. Oh, there we are, our guided tour of Twickenham toilets, Mary and me. We're at York House now, Mary, where those statues of those ladies bathing belong to this house in the back gardens, don't they?
That's right. They were erected, as we said, about Ratan Tata, and you can see what lovely gardens he's created here. It was his creation.
How old is York House?
Ooh, 1630s it was built, and it was a farmhouse, and it's developed gradually over the period of time to what we see there now.
How did you get the name York House?
Farmer York.
He was the original owner?
Yes, and that name's just carried on through. So that,
and now it's still the town hall for Twickenham?
Yes, and nobody ever calls it anything else than York House. So York House is our town hall, and that's how it's known, and that's how it goes on.
And that identity for Twickenham is important.
It's very
Well, because
important.
you name like Richmond. You're not in Richmond here, you are in Twickenham.
We're in the borough of Richmond upon Thames here,
That's right.
which is a combination of 11 villages, in fact, 5 from this side of the river and 6 from the other side of the river.
That's right.
So, no, those over there don't like those over here very much.
Another Middlesex versus Surrey.
Surrey,
Yeah.
yes,
There
yes.
And where are you from originally, Mary?
Forest Gate, East London.
She's an Essex girl.
Yes.
Teaching us about Middlesex and Surrey. I love it. You've been great, Mary. Thanks,
Thank
darling.
you.
Oh, we're going continental. It must be those French toilets. Come on, love. About time I left Twickenham.